What's up guys, Bellator 277, we have a wicked title fight here in Vadim Nemkov facing off against Corey Anderson. This is going to be a belter. But before we get into it guys, this video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. Alright guys, we've got Vadim Nemkov coming off against the win against Julius Anglickas, who took that fight obviously on short notice, landed a great right hand in the first round, and from then on kind of got whitewashed by the wrestling of Nemkov. Nemkov himself, not just a wrestler, will describe his wrestling because it's phenomenal. It's suplex city, it's trips, did it to Phil Davis, he has suplexes for days. The guy is a phenomenal wrestler, but he's not only a phenomenal wrestler, not only a phenomenal grappler, not only a finisher. The only person in recent memory that he's not been able to finish is Phil Davis on the two occasions they fought. First one by split decision, obviously, second one unanimous. Close fights, but again, very, very good. The guy was 26, I think, when he fought Phil Davis the first time. Evolved brilliantly, physique brilliant. Everything about the guy is really good. His striking has improved dramatically. You think back to the Liam McGreary days, the leg kicks were the bread and butter of that game plan. He has used that to develop his skill set. Leg kicks, leg kicks, leg kicks. Slow the movement, take away that power hand, and I think that is a major one that is going to play into Nemkov's hands here against someone like Corey Anderson. It's a phenomenal game plan to have, but I'm not sure how well Corey's going to respond to someone like Nemkov, who does everything Corey does and more, and everything he does that Corey can do, I think he does it better than Corey anyway. You think back to like even someone like Philippe Lins, who's in the UFC now, front kick up the middle, get inside the pocket, Philippe wants to back out, complete perfect straight right hand, extends the full body, pivots, torque, everything. Generates so much power in that right hand, just sits the guy down. Two pinpoint shots on the ground, it's over. He has the striking to end pretty much everyone's good time in this division, and he's a real scary guy. I think he's a very underrated mixed martial artist on the whole scale because he's in Bellator, obviously underlooked by a lot of mixed martial arts fans. And then we've got Corey Anderson, guys. Corey Anderson coming over from Bellator after falling out with the UFC say. His last fight in the UFC obviously did get absolutely knocked clean out by Jan Blachowicz, but until the knockout he was doing well. He was pressing forward, he was landing his stiff jab. He has he does leg kick, but I wouldn't say it's part of his game plan. I also think it's a very weak part of his game plan if he was to come in against Nemkov with a kicking game, because that's not him at all, and Nemkov does it way better. Obviously came into Bellator, fought Melvin Manhoef. You should be beating Melvin Manhoef, that's just standard. First round, dominated him, grappled him to the floor. Melvin, just a bit of freshness to his cardio, managed to get him back himself, get himself back up to his feet. Corey just smashed him back down to the floor. Didn't really want to exchange with him, didn't want to take any risks. It's a debut in a new promotion, just get the win, get the solid, result, and did finish him with elbows, in the second round. And Melvin's Melvin at this point of the day. I think if you're coming into it with the hype Corey Anderson has, you should be absolutely decimating someone like Melvin Manhoef. Good fight against Yakshimuradov as well, ended that one in the third round, and obviously the clean right hand over the top against Bader, who, let's be honest, Bader rushed into that fight and just made a crazy mistake, very rookie mistake of just charging in, both hands down, telegraphed for days on that his right hand coming over the top. Like, Corey does a lot of good things really well. Great overhand right, great power double leg, slams opponents as well, gets the far side underhook as well when he gets into side control, which is a favoured position for him where he can lay down those real heavy shots. Is he going to do that to someone like Nemkov? Yeah, potentially. I definitely believe he can take Nemkov down 100%. I believe Nemkov can take him down 100%. This is a real stalemate with the wrestling for me. I think Nemkov has the edge in wrestling still, even though obviously the bread and butter of Corey's game plan has always been the wrestling. He fell in love with his hands a little bit, especially when he knocked out Johnny Walker, shut some people up there, didn't he? But again, the tools difference here is massively in Nemkov's favour. He has a much better kicking game. He has a much better front body kick up the middle. Keeps you, can keep you at bay. That's not even his game plan, but he can do it really effectively. Has a stiff jab, great movement, great head movement, more importantly. Explodes in the pocket to get out of it. Corey Anderson, when he chases opponents, he gets finished. Mano or Blachowicz, it happens. When you're against someone like Nemkov who can shut your lights off like that, I wouldn't advise chasing. I think Corey here has to be extremely patient, wait for Nemkov come to him, find those openings, find those gaps, land the clinical shots more than volume, I would say. Nemkov can just be himself. I think Nemkov is going to go into this not worrying too much about what Corey Anderson's going to do, which is why I favour him for the fight. I think Nemkov is going to win. I think it's going to be a competitive fight, but I think Nemkov will edge each round slightly, and I think it could be a 3-2 or a 4-1. I think it will go decision. I think it'll be a hard-fought fight, but in the end, unfortunately, I don't think Corey Anderson has enough of a skill set to beat someone like Vadim Nemkov. Let me know, guys, what you think is going to happen. It's a great fight. I'm happy I could talk about it a little bit and get it on the channel. Let me know, guys, in the comments below what you think. Like the video if you do enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the fights.